A deer in headlights when I saw this man. He's literally one of the most beautiful men that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a demo. You don't really know you.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about the entire House of Beau collection. When I tell you guys I own every single last one, I am quite literally obsessed with this house. Not only are they so luxurious, but they have a way of being so intentional about the way that they craft and create their fragrances. For example, let's talk about the cap. Look how beautiful that is. This is hand sculpted and they do that for each of their bottles. And this is another bottle of Orveda. This is the same fragrance, it's just a smaller size. Look at the cap. Look how different that looks. Like I said, they hand sculpt and craft each of these. I'm gonna turn it around for you guys can see. And you can literally smell the intent when you smell their fragrances. When I tell you so special, we're gonna start off by talking about Casablanca, which was my introduction to the brand. My wifey Inez actually gifted this to me for my birthday last year in May. And when I smelled this fragrance, like I said, you can smell the intent. I almost wanted to cry. I was like, wait a minute, like, who is this house? Who is this house? House of Beau, like what? I went down a rabbit hole and I started to purchase the big bottles because at the time they didn't have these smaller size bottles just quite yet. But I went down a rabbit hole and I ordered. I just started ordering their bottles because I was like, I want more of this. So luxurious, like, oh my God. Casablanca is going to be a creamy, woody, oudy type of fragrance. You have notes of white suede, white oud, white tea, okay? You have vanilla bourbon, tobacco. Now, most people, I feel like when they hear oud, they think it's going to be very dark and woody, but not with this fragrance. Like, imagine oud, but make it white and brighter and lighter, just like a little bit more aromatic. That is the type of feel that I get from Casablanca. And everyone who smells this fragrance in my collection, it's an immediate love. So if you were to blind buy something from them, I would definitely start off with Casablanca. So good. So special to me. I just love this fragrance so much. The next one that we're going to talk about is Rosario. Now, Rosario is going to be a citrusy rose. Fun little fact, when I smelled this for like the third time, it was in Miami and I was with House of Beau and I smelled it on the owner, Bernardo. First and foremost, I don't know if y'all have ever seen the owner of House of Beau, but I felt like a deer in headlights when I saw this man. He's literally one of the most beautiful men that I've ever seen in my entire life. I literally had to tell his spouse, I'm so sorry, but he is beautiful. Like what? Like I couldn't stop staring at him. We sat down, you know, to talk to him and everything. We were asking each other like what fragrance we had on, and he told me he had on Rosario. He actually had it right behind his neck. And I was like, is this the sweet spot? Because why does it smell so sweet on you? Like, and you know, body chemistry is totally a thing, but on my skin, Rosario gives a citrusy rose type of fragrance. If you are a rose lover, then you are absolutely going to love Rosario. And this is what the bottle looks like in the cap. So gorgeous. What we're going to talk about is Bonbon. As you can see the dent in this, I've finished a whole bigger bottle of Bonbon already, and I finished this in like 45 days. I don't know what happened. It was like around November. I don't know what happened, you guys, because when I first smelled this fragrance, I loved it, but I wasn't like in love with it, you know, like it just wasn't something that I reached for quite often. Well, after my little trip with House of Beau, I think I smelled it on my friend Olivia, and I was like, maybe I need to wear this fragrance more often. And I sprayed it when I got home, and baby, I couldn't stop. I could not stop. I can't put it down. Like I said, you can see the dent in the smaller bottle, right? Like I have a second one, and I finished a whole big bottle of this. Like, do you know how much it takes to finish a whole bottle? Like, I am insane. So let's talk about the notes of Bonbon, okay? So with Bonbon, you have marshmallows, you have lychee, lily of the valley, we have pink pepper, bergamot caramel, white saffron, white birch, aged cognac, and ambergris. Now, most people, they hear Bonbon and they think this is going to be a super gourmand type of fragrance. Like I said, House of Beau is very sophisticated. Like the way that they craft their fragrances, everything is done with pure elegance, you know, like it's just very rich. Now, this isn't going to be a super sticky gourmand type of fragrance. This is going to be more floral forward, white floral forward. I do pick up that sweetness, but it doesn't smell, I don't know how to explain it. Like it doesn't smell cheap. Like this is an expensive type of sweet, you know, an expensive type of gourmand. Absolutely beautiful. You do pick up more of the white floral. My mouth is watering because I love this. I love the lychee and the marshmallow in this fragrance, and I love to layer with other like marshmallow fragrances. But when I tell you this is so beautiful, like so beautiful. But I find that when most people get this fragrance, they're, I wouldn't say disappointed, but they wanted more gourmand from the fragrance, but it is more just sophisticated gourmand. So keep that in mind if you decide that you want to go with Bonbon. It is one of their best sellers for a reason, because it is a beautiful, great fragrance, but this is the most, I guess, gourmand out of the whole collection. So if you're gourmand's girly, then you definitely want to try Bonbon, but only if you like florals with your gourmand, if that makes any sense. The next one that we're going to talk about is Lamar. Oh, this is so beautiful. I believe this one was inspired by Bernardo's mom, and this is going to be a very creamy, floral, slightly aquatic type of fragrance, okay? So you have Arabian jasmine, seawater, pink pepper, Indian tuberose, Gardenia mexicana, shamoga ginger, coconut almond milk, and Sembrani tears. I don't know if I know what that smells like, but like I said, to my nose, it's creamy, slightly aquatic, and then you pick up this beautiful floral. I always say that this fragrance makes me feel like sunshine, and that's because that's exactly how it makes me feel, like the perfect beach day. You know, that is what Lamar gives me. If you love florals, if you love fragrances like Deja Vu White Flower from Kiali, like you're going to love this, but it's a little bit more elevated and sophisticated. Such a beauty. I created a dent in this bottle as well. It is something that I reach for more in the spring and summer. So right now I haven't been reaching for it as much. Here's a smaller bottle. You can see the dent that I created in that one as well. But this is something that I definitely love to wear in the spring and the summer. And some days in winter, I do reach for this fragrance. Like days when I'm feeling just down, and I feel like fragrances can be a mood booster, you know, and with Lamar, it just makes me feel like sunshine. So on days where I'm feeling down, I use this as a little pick-me-up. Next, we have Espiritu. Now, this is going to be a woody musk type of fragrance. So if you're someone who likes a clean fragrance, then you are absolutely going to love this. It does have woody undertones as well. So it's not like a super clean fragrance. It's more clean but woody. The notes on this, we have osmanthus, burning sage, carrot seed, tobacco leaves, iris, rose, vintage leather, Mexican oak wood, and labdanum. Now, the story behind this fragrance, it's supposed to remind you of a loved one. So it's so special to me, and honestly it makes me so emotional when I wear this fragrance. I will say, like on days where I am missing my therapist because she passed away, that's another story for a different day, but on days when I'm missing her, or just on days when I just want to wear something a little clean and I'm feeling a little soft, like, and I don't know if I should say down, I don't want to use that word, But on those days, I wear Espiritu. Sometimes I might even wear Espiritu on its own because it just makes me feel a little comforted as well. Espiritu just feels like a warm, cozy hug. It's so special to me. The next one that we're going to talk about is Agua de Santos. This is another one of my absolute faves from the brand. This is such a beautiful and interesting take on cannabis. It also has watermelon, we have bergamot, watery notes, basil, vetiver, ambergris, palo santo, and tree moss. This is so fruity and juicy to my nose, and most people hear cannabis and they think that it's going to be like some smoked up weed, but it's not what it's giving at all. Imagine like the cannabis flower, like the actual cannabis plant, you know, very fresh and green and lush. It's very luscious, like very lush. Like when I tell you guys, I love this fragrance, and the watermelon is sourced from Haiti, and it is so juicy. Like this fragrance is truly everything to me. Juicy, fruity, fresh. Yes. You're the type of girl that loves a juicy, fruity type of fragrance, but you want to take it up to the next level. You want to take it up a notch. Okay, definitely get Agua de Santos. Like Agua de Santos might be right up your alley. And we have Infinite Oud. I know I haven't been talking about fragrances much on this channel, but just to let you guys know, I am a oud girl. I actually call myself a sweet oudie girl on Instagram because I just love oud so much. And to my nose, this is like a sweet oud. It's slightly ambery as well. We have Gurgin balsam, black pepper, peyote, vetiver, patchouli, myrrh, incense, oud, and cedar wood. I feel like if you're a type of person who you want to get into oud, but you're a little afraid because it's a little too dark for you, it's a little too rich, it's a little too deep for you, definitely try Infinite Oud, because this is a different take on oud as well. This is going to be a little bit more aromatic. It's going to be a little bit more lighter, so it's not as dense and it's not as resinous. So that's why I think that this is a beautiful beginner friendly oud scent. So if you are someone who wants to get into oud, I promise you, like, you are absolutely going to love Infinite Oud. It is so light, and like I said, it's a little airy as well, but this is one of my favorite oud fragrances easily, and there's a little bit of sweetness to it as well to my nose. But that's probably because I always pick up some type of sweetness in my favorite oud fragrances. But no, there's definitely a little sweetness in here as well. Infinite Oud is a 10 out of 10, highly recommend for me. The next one that we're gonna talk about is El Sereno. Now this is one of my husband's absolute faves. He actually came in my collection and stole El Sereno a couple of times, to the point where the brand ended up sending him his own bottle. This has notes of tuberose, banana leaf, lavender, ylang-ylang magnolia, aquatic notes, oak moss, kelp, and sandalwood. So this is definitely a aquatic floral type of scent. There's a little bit of creaminess to it as well to my nose. And I absolutely adore the banana leaf that is in here. Yes. And what's crazy is I'm not even a aquatic type of girly. Like most aquatic scents, I can't do it. But El Sereno, like I said, they just have a way of making everything just beautiful. Everything that they create is just so beautiful to my nose. Like they can do no wrong in my eyes. You understand me? Like, wow. What? Wow. I could see why Lee would come in my collection and steal this one to wear. Because what? Oh my God, that's so good. Aromatherapy right now. Last but not least, we have Agua de Santos. Now, Agua de Santos has sweet kumquat. We have Lima Mexicana. We have lavender in here. We also have thyme, orange blossom, neroli oil, vetiver, cedarwood, and angelica musk. Now, this is a citrus forward fragrance to my nose. Absolutely beautiful. It is not something that I would reach for right now in the winter. Oh, actually, maybe you wear this right now because this is smelling really good today. Oh, yes. Now, orange blossom is not something I typically like at all in fragrance, but they, again, you know, they can do no wrong in my eyes. They blended this so beautifully with that neroli oil. Like, wow. And I did pick up that sweetness from the sweet kumquat. Oh, yeah, this is a sweet citrusy fragrance. Like, if you like not sugary sweets, not like gourmand sweet, okay? So please don't think that at all. But if you like citrus and if you like orange blossom, this is a wow, you know what? Now I want to layer this today. This is so beautiful. Oh my God. This is a beautiful fragrance, seriously. I feel like it's not talked about enough in the fragrance community. Whenever I see people wear like House of Beau, some of the popular ones that I see are either Oro Verde, Bonbon, Casablanca, or Lamar, or Espiritu. But I don't see Agua de Santos often, or El Sereno. But Agua de Santos, wow, I think I might actually like this a little bit more than El Sereno. Now there's no like marshmallow listed in here, but I'm getting like a fluffiness to it. There's like a fluffy quality to it as well. Wowza, this is absolutely stunning. Oh, I'm gonna wear that today. So I do have one more thing that I would love to share with you guys. I collabed with House of Beau on my own discovery set. So it's going to be my top 3 picks from the brand. And this is what their travel size looks like. So this is what you're gonna get when you order it, okay? And I chose Lamar, Oro Verde, and Casablanca. And with your package, when you order this, it's going to come with a little booklet. And in the booklet, there's going to be a picture of moi in there. And then you're going to have some important information as to why I chose the fragrances that I chose. You can also use my discount code Roxy15 on the entire website. But I love House of Beau so much. Like I said, they are so special to me. The trip that I had in Miami was just one for the books. I posted it on Instagram, so if you guys want to see that, maybe I'll post it here on Shorts. Now that Shorts gives you 3 minutes, I'm gonna have to see like how long that video was, but that trip was so special to me. I feel like I connected and got even closer to the brand during that trip. They truly just like treated us like family, and it didn't feel like the normal type of brand trip that I typically go on. I don't know, I loved like all the sit downs that we had and chats that we had with Bernardo and Carolina and Giancarlo, the whole team. Like it was absolutely amazing, and one that I will forever, ever cherish, seriously. But definitely check out House of Beau and let me know in the comments what house you would like for me to do next and kind of talk about. But thank you guys so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.
Am I really that much? And breaking these figures down.